an employee who has actually contracted coronavirus. And as a result of that, they've received information from the health department that they can't receive a vaccination for 6 months. As an employer, how do we handle that employee?
That's a really good question, a very curly one. Thanks, Pete, for that. But look, the health information that we have from ATAGI is that a person who has had COVID is not able to have their vaccination for 6 months, but they can get a medical exemption. Now, that 6-month period is fairly fluid as well, by the way. There's quite a few question marks around how long it would last. There are some people who can come out of hospital and have a medical exemption straight away from their doctor, and there are some that might take a little bit longer depending on how they've been assessed by their medical practitioner. But by and large, that employee should be able to work, provided that they've got the medical exemption from their doctor.
All right. We see in the Victorian one, Chris, that there is actually a list of medical practitioners that are allowed to provide that document, and that would then enable the employee to work unvaccinated and only subjected to other health orders such as wearing a mask indoors or something similar. In that situation, it can create a few problems for the employer, the client, and the employee. Needs to be managed very sensitively.
Oh, indeed. And look, you know, there's no stigma that should be attached to somebody having had COVID. You know, you can catch it like it can catch a cold, and we've got tens of thousands of people throughout Australia who've had COVID through no fault of their own. But the medical evidence is differently, certainly for different people, but the medical evidence is that they should be exempt from having the COVID injection for a period of time, and that will, but they're immune to COVID. So they shouldn't be any threat to other workers or other workplaces. But the clear situation is that they should get the medical exemption. Once they've got that, the employer can decide whether, you know, what PPE needs to be in place, what restrictions might surround that person in the workplace. And again, that might be part of a risk assessment that they should do. But the medical exemption availability is there for certain employees. They should seek out that medical exemption, and the employer should recognise that and respect it.